Good morning, students. Welcome to online classes presented by Mr. Ravi S. Kumar, lecturer in Department of Commerce, KLS Gupte, College of Commerce, Belgaum. In today's class, we are going to discuss about advantages of unorganized retailers, and also we have to discuss one more important topic, that is the difference between unorganized and organized. So before going to start these two topics, so we have to discuss many more things in the yesterday classes, such as what do you mean by unorganized and what are the features of unorganized. And basically, these are the two methods of or types of retailing aspects, unorganized and organized. So once again, I will just touch up the point what we discussed in the previous classes. Dear students, unorganized, it is refers to there is no any systematic principles, there is no any systematic rules and regulations and norms for the selling or by providing the goods and services to the needy customer. As per the retailer convenient, as per the customer point of view, one who is going to providing the goods and services, that is known about what unorganized ring. Because in such type of retailing, there is no any set of rules and regulations for supplying the goods and services. It's basically is not organized, which is not organized retailing, that is known about what unorganized retailing. So let us start with the advantage of unorganized retailing. Let us start with the first point, that is a limited capital management. So the word is very clear, limited capital management. It is one of the best advantage as well as benefit of unorganized retailing, because unorganized retailers requires less capital and less technology as to cater to small size of a market. Because when you look at about the unorganized, so their market is also very small. So as per their market and their capital also very less, and also there it doesn't require much more capital. According to their market, according to their requirement, they are going to establish the market, establishing the retailing aspect. So it does not require much more capital. So only the limited capital management. When you are going to focus about unorganized retailing aspect, it does not require much more capital. So only we call it as it is a limited capital management. Under the unorganized, because there is no any this online payment system or that the online buying and selling, and there is no any systematic rack and separate department, separate sections, and again it doesn't require under the unorganized, because nothing is to be systematic in this case. So only does not require much more technology. We are not using much more technology for packing and labeling, and again discounting, offering, and again in the sense of payment and all many more things it doesn't require. So only, so sorry for the inconvenience. So under the limited capital management, it doesn't require much more capital, because the market is very small. As per the market, as per the customer's requirement, they have a limited investment regarding the goods and services, and also it doesn't require much more technology. If it does not require technology, then there is no investment in the respect of capital, because we are not using the technology. Again, the technology question will be zero. So when if you are not using the technology, again there is no need to invest under the technology. So proportionately, the unorganized retailing is what that is limited capital. So it is one of the advantages or benefit of unorganized retailing. Because the unorganized retailing is what the most of the middle class people, they are going to establishing this such type of a retailing business. If you want to start malls, hypermarket and supermarket, it's required more than crores together to launch or to establishment of such type of a retailing business. But when you think about the middle class people, they cannot invest the crores together rupee to launching the retailing aspect. So only it's one of the advantages. Let us move to the second point, that is family managed. Very important, one of the benefit of unorganized, because as the business is a small size and does not require any managerial expertise, and also normally it is managed by member of the family. So basically the unorganized retailing, it doesn't require any managerial expert, the managerial skill persons. When we focus about organized, it requires the systematic. Again, we required the managerial skill persons. We required again the skillful employees to work under the water organized. But when you focus about unorganized, it doesn't require any managerial skill persons. either mummy or papa or brother, anyone they can managing such type of business, and everything is to be unorganized. As per their convenient, they are going to buy the goods from the manufacturers, and as per the customers, they are going to providing the goods. So this is one of the family managed business. Next point number 3 is what? That is convenient locations. Very important, because this is one of the biggest advantages of unorganized retailing, and they are located near to the residential area of the customers. And one more important regarding that convenient location, the people are poor have easy to access their shops by their necessities. So because of that, this is one of the important advantage of unorganized. It means basically, and these shops are located near to the residential area of the customers, where the customers are residing in those area, in those sections, in those department, in that locality, they are going to launching their business. And first thing, and second thing is what, under this one more important point, the peoples are very poor. So as per the people capacity, as per their economical conditions, they can buy the goods from those things. So because of that, it's a convenient location. If you go for example, if you take it a Belgaum city, the DMart is one in in the two cities. Sorry, in the two area. One is what in Third Gate, and the one is what the surrounding of Ramdev. But what about the remaining people? Those who are in Third Gate nearest and those who are residing in that near to Ramdev and all, they can buy the goods from the mart. And what about other people? So because of that, when you look about unorganized, so these shops are available as per the customer's requirement, as per the customer locality. So easily they can buy the goods and services. For if you take it a bilingual and Southern people, they cannot buy the goods in the DMart, because DMart is not available in those people, and DMart is available only in Belgavi. So because of that, when you look about the unorganized retailing aspects, so this is a best example as well as one of the best advantages, because as per the customer the requirement, they are going to launching their businesses, and as per the customer economical level, they are going to providing the goods and services. Because of that, this is one of the convenient locations. And next important advantage is what? Credit facilities. Basically, what do you mean by credit facilities? Dear student, you all are the commerce people, you know about what is credit facilities. Credit facilities means we have to provide the goods or services without taking the cash. Means the transaction is to be taken place, but there is no any cash transactions, that is known about what a credit transactions. But in case, a very important aspect, when we will be focused about the difference between organized and unorganized, will detail come to know that what is credit. But slightly I will give that what is credit facilities. So these type of credit facilities only given by what? Unorganized retailers. And because unorganized retailers and his customers are poor, according to their, depending on the credit of the retailer to meet their necessities, and retailers, they are going to providing the certain facilities such as credit facilities depending on his customer transactions with a particular customers. Means the credit facilities is not available to all type of customers under the unorganized, because if a customer they have a good relationship with the retailer, then only he or she they can provide the credit facilities to the customers, because the person has to know about him. So because of that, they are going to providing the credit facilities. So credit facilities given by only unorganized retailers to his customers according to their relationship with them. Next, delivering small size. It means basically the unorganized retailers are, they are going to providing the goods and service to the what? Middle class as well as a poor level people. Because the poor level people, they are buy the goods and services very small quantity of manner and according to their necessity. So according to the customer necessity, and these peoples are, they are going to providing what? The good quality of quantity of goods to the what? The concerned customers, because only the delivering of small size. The next point is what? The sixth advantage of unorganized, poor people friend. It means, actually it is a humanity related point. It means the unorganized retailers, they are going to give the goods and services to the customers. With that, they are going to describe as a friend of philosopher and guide of poor people, who not only helps in meeting their daily necessities but also sharing with them the feelings as well as emotional. He is taken as a family member, participating in every social and other activities. So like I told you na, so this point is going to focus about that is humanity related. The retailer is going to providing the goods and services. With that also, the unorganized retailers, they treat as a friend, and they are going to sharing his friend the feelings and problems and prospects. According to that, he is going to suggest them, he is going to guide them. So only it is one of the advantages, and these are the advantages of unorganized retailers. We'll move to the next point, that is the difference between unorganized and unorganized. So there is a difference point. Is the first point is what is size. When you focus about size, the large under the organized, see, organized retail is a large size and it's require huge capital and technology. Of course, very no doubt, because organized means everything is to be systematically organized. So when you are going to organizing the goods and services systematically in the retail shops, it require more space. When it is require more space, and it also require more technology and more capital, so only the size is very big under the what organized. And under the unorganized, what will happen? It is a limited size of the unorganized, because according to our capital, we are going to establishment of the launching of the retailing aspect, and as per the reinvestment only we are going to establishment of the businesses. And under the unorganized, nothing is to be systematic. So as per our convenient, as per our necessity, as per the customer requirement, we are going to launching the business. So size is very limited under the unorganized. The first point is clear, and we'll move to the second point, ownership. See, under the organized retailing, the systematically managed ownership and is different from the management. It means, just I can take an example of Reliance Industry. So we know about More. So More is basically the owners of Reliance Industry, Reliance owner, Anil Ambani and Dhirubhai Ambani. So these are the owner of that water, More. But basically those More are means M-O-R-E. More means you know about people. What is More? See, you can buy the goods and services from the More and More. But the More is the actual owner is what the Reliance family members, but it is to be managed by the local people, the manager and cashier, and again the rack maintainer and the department guider. These all the people also the management. So under the organized, the ownership and management is to be different. But under the unorganized, the family members are the owners and the family members are the management. Under here there is no any difference between management and family, but here there is a difference between family and management. We'll move to the next point, dear students, that is legal formalities. When look about the organized retailing industry, in this everything is to be necessary, such as legal formalities. Under the organized, it is required legal formalities such as registration, tax, and other laws of any other corporate bodies. Those should be, we have to be follow under the organized. But when you look about the unorganized, it does not require the whatever the legal formalities. We'll move to the next point, that is location. See, the organized retailers or retailing, they require large space and normally located in the busy area or in the market. Best example I told you, for example, DMart and Big Bazaar. So if you focus about the Big Bazaar, it is near to the what on Gold, it is the main Khanapur road. But when you focus about DMart, and DMart is only two available under the water, that is in the third gate, and one more is water, the surrounding of Ramdev. So in two places only these are available, organized. And when we will focus about unorganized, these are located near to the residencing of the customers, where the peoples are residing. So in that area, in those spaces, according to the very small size, they are going to located. And we'll move to the next point, that is nature of customers. See, which type of customer they can attending for the organized, only middle class and the rich people, they can attend the what organized retailing shops. But unorganized, the poor people, maximum the poor people can prefer the what? Unorganized retailing. Why? Because as per their requirement, he is going to providing the goods and services. So only the poor people, the maximum they are going to focus about what? Unorganized. Next, credit facilities. Basically, organized they are not providing the credit facilities, and the unorganized they are going to giving the credit facilities. But as per the customer relationship, as per the customer loyalty, honesty, they are going to providing. Next is what? Facilities of shopping. So, but it's very important when you focus about the facilities of what type of facilities given by organized and unorganized. The organized retailer they are going to providing the many amenities and facilities in the shopping center, like canteen facilities there and theater facilities there, children playing area is there, and again the toilet and all type of facilities and water facilities, all the type of facilities will be given by what? Organized retailers. But when you focus about unorganized, there is no any facilities to be given by what? Unorganized. And last but not least of this difference, that is the presentation. See, when you look about organized retailers, the everything is should be presented in a systematic manner, and adoption is visual, merchandised and categories of management of goods and services. But under the unorganized, the presentation is what? Nothing, because it is unorganized. The presentation is what? Unorganized method they are going to using. So these are the difference between organized and unorganized. Dear student, this is very important for your examination point of view. They may be asked for the 5 marks. So explain the difference between organized and unorganized. And also more important, they may be asked regarding what? Mention any 2 marks question. Mention any 2 advantages of or unorganized, or they may be asked write a short note on unorganized retailing. So and such cases, in such moment, these things will helpful to you very easily. You can write the or easily you can beat the questions. So in the next class we have to discuss about that is very important, the formats of retailing. Actually the second chapter is consist of 2 aspects. One is what? Retailing in that retail development and retail formats. So in that retail development already today we completed, that is what? Unorganized into the what? Organized, means how the retail is going to developing from unorganized to organized. This is completed. The next is aspect is what? Formatting in retailing. There is nothing but types of retailing. So those things we will discuss in from the next class. Thank you.